Hello, my loves. Welcome back to Live Tarot. This is Dr. V, and today I'm doing a very highly requested reading because I know that all of you beautiful souls who are in this collective of twin flames and soulmates, immortal beloveds, who are on this journey to union, love, and even reunion with that special person, I know that all of you also want to live your best life. You are out there every day working hard at your careers, at your businesses. You want to step into your own greatness, especially as we are leaving this very difficult year and coming into a new year. We want fresh energy, high vibration. You want to step into that abundant energy so that you really feel like you are, bringing forth that success in your life that you so richly deserve. And so this reading is going to be about career, money, and business success, because I know many of you are also looking to start a new business or grow a current business that you already have. And so many of you have requested this, and I've been wanting to do these kind of readings because I absolutely love doing these readings for my private clients as well. And so if you'd like to do one of those readings, I offer multiple different options when it comes to business consulting and business and abundance and career readings. Just make sure you go to livetarot.com/readings. Everything is there. So we're going to take a look at aspects of you, all of you who are in the collective. So this is how it's going to go. If you were guided to this video intuitively, when it comes to your career, business, and money success, that means that there are messages here that you need to know. As always, be gentle with yourself. This is a general reading. Not all messages may apply to you, but take the ones that do and leave the rest. We're going to be asking Spirit 4 specific questions here that are all related to your next steps when it comes to having more money, abundance, career, and business success in your life. We're definitely going to be focusing on what may be blocking you and what actions Spirit thinks you should take in order to move the needle, right? In order to finally break through, have that big breakthrough into your next level. So I'm going to be using a multitude of decks, but I'm also going to be using these 2 very, very special decks, which of course I always use in my personal readings with clients for career, money, and business. So this one is the Money Tarot. Lovely tarot deck that really is so good about the vibration of money, right? Your relationship with money and success. And the other one I'm using is the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur Oracle deck that I have created for all of you who are on this journey. So that's this deck right here. And if you would like to order that, the link to that is also in the box below. So we're going to go ahead and get started here with our first question for Spirit. So Spirit, can you please tell us, for all of these beautiful people who are in the Live Tarot Collective, right? This beautiful community we have of incredible people who are on an incredible adventure. Can you please tell us, for our beautiful Live Tarot Collective, am I currently aligned or not aligned with my soul's purpose when it comes to my career and or business? Are we currently aligned or not aligned when it comes to our soul's purpose? When it comes to career, money, and business success? Very interesting energy coming through here. I'm going to go ahead and take one more card here for you. Okay, this one flew out, so we have to take it because it's actually a really beautiful one. So what I'm seeing here is really, really powerful. So what I'm feeling here, kind of really just from the beginning in terms of your initial energy, is your desire. Okay, so this Nine of Pentacles, this is actually one of my favorite cards in tarot for financial abundance, financial independence. It's, to me, the beautiful divine feminine card of, I mean, well, it could be divine masculine as well, but because I'm a feminine, I see it as the feminine empowerment card. I just love the Nine of Pentacles because it's all about our vision, our desire to create our own little empire, whatever that means for us, right? We all have a different number in mind. You know, I always say, in my 10 years as an entrepreneur and all of the different, multitude of clients that I've worked with when it comes to building a solid business, is that I always say, know your numbers. Okay, this is so important. Know what your numbers are. What numbers do you need to hit? Be extremely specific. Be able to measure your vision into how you want the numbers to look in terms of your own financial abundance and your financial future. So this Nine of Pentacles is really about being able to have that definition and then standing in your own power and really seeing that vision through when it comes to your finances, because the result of this Nine of Pentacles is really you coming into your own, you being completely emotionally, financially, spiritually independent, not needing anybody or anybody else, knowing that you can fully take care of you and your own, whether it's your family, whether it's your kids, whoever it is, like you feel like you are confident. And so that is that opening energy of what I feel is your desire. Okay, so I feel that you all want to be in alignment. So you are looking to how you can come into that kind of sweet spot of alignment between doing something you truly love to do, but being able to make the money that you want from it. So it's not some sort of like a hobby where you have to have a real job, right? Like a 9 to 5. And then this is like a side hustle, which is, you know, the way many, many people start. And there's nothing wrong with that. But if you are in a situation where you are trying to, build a business, or you'd like to create a business, but you know that it's going to have to be a side hustle for now, that's absolutely fine. But what Spirit is saying here, that it's time for you to get started. So don't put that off anymore. With this Page of Wands energy, it's like, it's time for you, if you are not feeling in alignment with where you are right now in your career, it is time for you to actually start making at least some baby steps forward, because I feel that there is definitely there's definitely a lot of you in the collective who are feeling very very limited and feeling very suffocated in the current situation you're in when it comes to your job, career, finances, right? With this Coffin's energy, there's definitely an energy of, I'm starting to feel like I can't breathe, like I don't like what I'm doing, or it's not really feeding my soul. I'm out of alignment. I'm doing this for a paycheck because I have to. Right? There's a lot of that kind of energy. But I think what Spirit is saying here, that it's going to be important for you. This is a very powerful energy to be in, right? And you can't sustain that. You can't be in that for long, because it will try you, right? It will exhaust your resources, both mental, physical, and emotional. And so Spirit is saying, whatever you can, take some baby steps towards getting out of this energy if that's where you feel you are right now. And even if it is small steps, even if, say, you would like to start a business, there's something that you're very passionate about, there's something that you wish that you could do, there's a way that you like to serve others, there's a way in which you like to give back to your community or give back to others in a way that makes you feel really, really good, it's time for you to start taking even small steps towards it, because I am feeling an energy of many of you have been putting it off for a while now. Like you may have had things that you'd like to do, even with career. So those of you who are not in business but would like to move on in your career, or may want to change careers, or may want a promotion or some sort of a higher salary or a better position where you are right now, I think Spirit is saying the same thing, that it is time for you to stop putting that energy off and start moving forward towards doing something to change where you are. Because see, you're getting this renewing your life energy. Radiant vitality is filling my life. And look at this, you're also getting clutter. So I feel like this is also Spirit telling you that if you feel that right now you're a bit confused, like you don't know what you should be doing, how you should be moving forward, you're not quite sure what the path is. You almost feel like the path is not opening itself up to you entirely when it comes to your career, or how to make more money, how to bring more income or abundance in your life. One of the first things you can do here is to declutter your life. Look at this, because they've said this, I think they've determined this through research again and again, that the more clutter we have around us of things that have been piling up, right? The more clutter that we may have around us, the more it actually gets in the way of our emotional energy. Clutter is very draining. Clutter is very confusing. It robs us of that beautiful clarity and that vitality that we really need. So if you're feeling a bit sluggish right now, if you've been feeling tired, achy, sluggish, like you have no energy, you don't like to do the work that you're doing, you feel like a lack of motivation, you feel like you're just like crawling about when it comes to your work, then starting off by decluttering your environment, you are going to find a lot of your vitality coming back to you. Here's another thing. One of the things that I love to do, and this is something I do myself. I'm talking about this, and I never ever give you any suggestions about any actions to take from me, not from Spirit, but from me, unless I have done it myself, unless I've gotten results myself. I'm not going to advocate it. But this is something that I have done for the past 6 months. First of all, I cleaned out my garage. That's one thing. But everything that I had that I knew that I don't need or want anymore, in terms of clutter, I just started selling it. Okay, here in California, what worked for me was Facebook Marketplace, and in my local area. So like in my local town, I just like sold, and it felt so good, because not only did I declutter my life, but I also brought in income from that, and it was really good. And it was a great example to my kids also that, every dollar matters, or every whatever currency is your currency, every bit of it matters. And as it comes into your life, I always say a prayer of gratitude for every single penny, every single dollar, because the more you are grateful for that, the more it's going to flow and increase in your life. So ask yourself this question: is there something that you can declutter? Are there things that you can sell off? You'd be surprised at how much people will buy them. People need these things and they're willing to buy them from you. So it's like a win-win. They get what they want, you declutter, and you bring in money. So this is one idea I'm just saying because I've had great results from that myself. And it's been kind of a fun experience to just see everything kind of go and get cleared out as money actually comes in. So I'm also feeling that for some of you, you may have gone through some sort of a, again, this is not for everybody, but maybe some sort of a divorce or separation. that has put a lot of financial strain on you. So this is something that I know is really, really difficult. Again, I've been through this myself, so I do speak from personal experience. This can be very straining, and it doesn't even have to be a divorce. It can just be some sort of a separation from whoever you may have been sharing finances with. It could be a roommate, it could be a live-in partner. But I feel like there might have been some sort of issue here where your finances got a little bit constricted because you were sharing them with somebody else before, and now you're no longer doing that. And so you're also looking for new ways in which to replace that income. But look at this Four of Wands is such beautiful energy here for you, because this is the energy of happy endings and completion, as in you getting on the right track towards success. Four of Wands is the ultimate success card, along with that Nine of Pentacles, right? It's all about that emotional success and satisfaction that you feel as you are stepping forward to deal with these issues, to resolve these issues and get back into alignment. And so these cards, and what I've noticed also, even though these are my Divine Feminine Entrepreneur cards, I've noticed that they work very well for career as well. It's very easy to take the energies and the messages on the cards and also apply them to your career. So here you have the idea of brainstorming and speaking. So I feel very much for those of you who are in careers and you're wanting some sort of a promotion or a better position, or you may be wanting to have more responsibility or take more or have more influence in your own work environment. I feel that Spirit is saying here that it's time for you to speak your truth. It's time for you to use your voice to speak up, because see, nobody is going to support you as much as you support yourself. So it's time for you to take center stage here. For those of you who have a business, take center stage. Speak at events, conferences, and workshops. I know this may be difficult right now because of what is going on in the world, but there are plenty of virtual events that are going on right now as well. There are events on Zoom, meetups on Zoom, all kinds of things where you can still get out there and connect with people and speak, to your business or market your business in a way that you can speak with people. You can have something to share, whether it's your content, whether it's your advice or expertise. See, share your message and transform lives through your work. Now also brainstorm. So I feel like for many of you who are in this coffins energy, right? In this courthouse energy where you're just trying to regroup, where you may have had some setbacks, where things have not gone the way you wanted to, and you're trying to regroup from this. This is really, really important, right? You may want to brainstorm. You may want to get into a place where you have decluttered things and now you're ready to kind of bring the fresh ideas out. Look at this. Keep fresh ideas flowing. Okay, this is for your business and for your career. If you feel stuck, take some quiet time with your journal and write down everything that comes. So you'd be surprised as you do journaling, as you just kind of free write, you're going to get a lot of ideas coming through. And I also very much suggest to you that you do it from the point of telling Spirit, look, Spirit, I want this financial abundance. I want clarity. I want to build my own little empire. What can I do? What are my next steps? We're going to get into that in this reading as well, but you can totally help yourself along by journaling through that as well. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell us what blocks do we have towards money or career or business success that we may not be seeing at this time? What blocks do we have that we just may not be aware of, that we need to clear so that we can reach that next level of abundance success that we want? Whoa, there's some big ones coming out here. Look at that. There are some really big ones coming out here. Wow. All right. So I do feel that there This is very, very natural. You know, as human beings, these are definitely the big ones. Thank you, Spirit. Look at this. The really big ones that we all as human beings tend to struggle through, you know. Not surprised. Not surprised. What are some of the blocks, Spirit, that we need to work through here in order to reach that next level of success? What are some of the blocks? All right, so look at that. Okay, so we have surrender outdated beliefs about yourself. Let go of limiting ideas about yourself that originate from the past. Then you can own your power and soar in your life. You know, this is interesting because I feel like that is coming through with this energy of the mature man. And so I'm wondering, was there, for some of you, again, this may not be for all of you, have there been any kind of influences in your life, especially as you were growing up, maybe voices from people in your life? It may have been from a masculine energy. It could be anybody from, you know, father, grandfather, brother, uncle, any kind of a masculine energy that was part of your upbringing, who maybe they didn't have the best beliefs about money. Maybe they struggled with money. Maybe they were in the energy of lack a lot, right? Maybe they just didn't, you know, it's not that they meant to influence you with their own negative beliefs about money, but because of just who they were and how they spoke and what you heard as a child, you may have, you know, brought in those beliefs into yourself. So I feel like what Spirit is saying here is that if you have these kind of negative beliefs from the past that really don't have anything to do with you, but may have to do with other people in your life who kind of passed on their own limited beliefs to you, then it's time for you to separate yourself out from that. Know that it is not about you. You don't have to have their voices in your head. You need to figure out what is right for you and let go of that, because there is definitely an energy here of flying free. See, I unfurl my wings and fly, as in it is time for you to fly free from any of these outdated and negative beliefs that you may have picked up. And I feel like this flying free energy is also very much also about negative thinking and stress. So there's definitely a combination here of, you know, this kind of outdated beliefs that come from this person or people, but also they have contributed to your own negative thinking. So it's going to be very important for you to kind of gain clarity on figuring out where that comes from. See, you have control over your thoughts. When negative thoughts surface, say thank you for sharing and quickly refocus on positive affirmations. All right. So here's another really important message from Spirit for you, that, you know, you may be struggling with negative thinking, and that is definitely a major block to creating more abundance, money, success in your career, as well as in your business, if that is where you are. So you're going to have to figure out, again, where is that negative thinking? What are the negative thoughts that may be, you know, kind of repeating themselves over and over again in your mind? Oftentimes we do have maybe like 3 or 4 dominant negative ideas or thoughts that tend to kind of like, you know, make a home in our mind and kind of just like keep festering and keep repeating. So you may want to sit down and identify, okay, what are my main 2 to 3 negative thoughts that are always obsessively repeating in my mind, and how can I counteract those thoughts? Because what they do is they definitely create stress. That is their job. Once they take hold, once they make a home in your mind and in your heart, they start creating stress. See? Take a few deep breaths and exhale the tension you've built up in your body. Let the stress go as you come back to your center. So this is going to be really, really important for you as you move forward into greater levels of abundance, as you declutter, as you get rid of negativity and limiting thoughts and ideas from the past, views about yourself. And as you really focus on flying free, you're going to have to surrender the stress that you feel. You're going to have to figure out how to manage and let go of this stress so that you can fly free. Now, for some of you, there's also, look at this, we got the alignment card, right? So again, this is, if you look at what are some of your main blocks, you have to ask yourself, have you been in alignment? Are you currently in alignment with where it is that you want to go when it comes to career and business? Stay in alignment with your core values and your vision for the lifestyle you want to create with your business and with your career. So many of us are out of alignment because we are in some form of confusion. We just don't know. We want more clarity. We want more direction. We may have been experimenting, right? You may have experimented with a few things here and there, but you're still not quite sure where your soul's purpose truly lies. So I feel like this is where it's like that is a block, as in you need to work towards that, because once you find that alignment, you will definitely remove that block. And this is a special message, I feel, also for those of you who are looking to start a business or want a business. I feel that for many of you, especially because we are so focused on online businesses right now, you are oftentimes a little bit overwhelmed or a little bit intimidated by things like building your own website. And unfortunately, it's these kinds of things that get in the way of you really taking those steps forward towards the vision that you may have had. And I feel like this may also be one of the things that gets in the way of why you've been putting it off. You know, a lot of people have this passion, this desire to start a business, but then when they look at the logistics of what has to be done, they can feel overwhelmed. And so websites are definitely, they can feel very overwhelming. They can feel like, I don't know where to start. I don't know what to do. But I think it's so important for me to have this for my business, right? Especially if you would like to have an online business. So build a simple and elegant website that attracts buyers who love and engage with your brand. So for those of you who are entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs, this is a block. This may be a block. If you're feeling overwhelmed by this, you feel like it's too much work, it's just too much, you're going to have to figure out how to get over this, go over this hump so that you can start to make progress towards your business vision and your business dreams. Okay, so Spirit, can you please tell us then, what are our next steps here? What steps do we need to take? What actions can we take to move our career, business, and money success forward at this time? What steps do we need to take, Spirit? To move the needle here, to move us forward, to bring more abundance, money, success, career success, and satisfaction into our lives? So this is really, really good. Okay. So the first thing is, look at this. You have the Four of Swords in reverse. This is the energy of let's get off our butts, please. Let's get off our butts, please energy from Spirit. Spirit is nudging you along in a playful but yet forceful way, that if you have been sitting on your booty here, you know, maybe feeling a bit down, I totally get it. I totally get it. You know, feeling unmotivated, feeling a lack of inspiration, kind of just taking a break here, that it is time for you to come out of that energy, okay? It is time for you to show up, because this Four of Swords energy is not the energy of showing up at all, right? But it's time for us to get out of that. It's time to show up, because look how beautiful this is. The world is waiting for you. The world is waiting for the unique gifts that you have, that only you have to offer to this world. Isn't that so beautiful? I feel like this is a really wonderful time to remind yourself that even though there are over a billion people on this planet, there is only one you. And so you have been given purpose. You have been given a specific set of skills, talents, and abilities that only you have, and that the world will benefit from if you start shining your light onto them, right? So this is for those of you who are in business or would like to be. Consistency is queen in marketing your business online. Show up every day for your audience, give value, and make offers. Okay, so if you are stuck in your business, this is all about consistency and showing up. You need to be seen. You need to be heard. You need to be there for your audience. And in the same way, for those of you who it's about your career, you also need to show up, as in start gaining visibility in your workplace. Figure out ways in which you can show up and offer more value. Offer connection, connect people together, offer influence and leadership. Is there a way that you can do that? Because with this Hierophant, I also feel that there is something here about rules, right? That within the structure that you are in, for those of you who are in a career structure, this is the energy of how can you work within that structure, but how can you use the structure to your advantage, right? So if you are in a career, how can you find that path within the system that you are in to take advantage of it through strategy, right? Like, this is not about breaking the rules. This is about working within the system and utilizing the system to gain your success. How can you do that? What is the best way to work within the structure that you're already in to find the path to your success from within that? And it's going to be so important for you to also rejuvenate, because again, with this Four of Swords energy, that is the energy of introspection, of taking a break, but you can't just stay in that forever, right? Because after a while, that energy will be enervating, as in it will be like the law of diminishing returns. Like, it's going to dissipate your energy, not add to it. So with this Four of Swords in reverse, it's all about, okay, I may have been unmotivated and taking my time, but now I need to rejuvenate myself and bring myself back into this energy of vitality, of wanting to do something and move forward. Relax. Business and career can be exhausting. Give yourself time to nourish your body and refresh your spirit with a deep sense of well-being, okay? And last thing I'll say here is very important from Spirit: your finances, okay? This goes back to that energy of knowing your numbers. Make a monthly budget for your business and personal income and expenses. Always be clear and specific about your finances, okay? So as this whether or not you are watching this now, or, this is a timeless reading, even if you're watching it later, as we start a new year, it is always, always relevant to know your numbers. What numbers do you want to hit? What is your monthly budget? What is your expenses? What are you earning? How do you want to structure this vision for yourself? By knowing your numbers inside out, by knowing where you're going with your finances. So Spirit, what is your final advice here for us as we move forward? For our beautiful Live Tarot collective here, what is your advice for us. Oh, beautiful miracles. Expect the wondrous to emerge. All right. So what a beautiful ending to this. You know, as you step into your own greatness, as you do all of this work for yourself to move forward, to not delay things anymore, definitely know that Spirit has your back. They are with you. You will see the miraculous in day-to-day life. Things are going to work out for you and open up for you that in ways that you had never even anticipated. Doors will open up. Opportunities will come to you. Expect the wondrous to emerge. I love it. So please do let me know what you thought of this reading in the comment box below. I love hearing from you. If you'd like to have a personal reading with me or would like to do a business consulting session with me, the link to that is in the box below, as well as the link to this oracle deck that I used today, the Divine Feminine Entrepreneur, as well as, you know, my other oracle decks that are based on your love journey. So all of that you can find at livetarot.com. Thank you so much. Let me know if you'd like more of these kind of readings. You know how much I love and believe in you all, and I will see you all on the next video.